Conclusion. With consciousness involving energy and a process to acquire energy to continue consciousness, there's humans who aren't being told to work together, but instead choosing to form families and groups, civilizations and societies and cities and states and countries, to work towards goals to feed children, to work towards objectives to stop an invasive species from ruining crops of food. There's food grown by hands proud to pull a sweet potato out of the ground and an apple from a tree. There's businesses providing objects and goods and necessities though maybe with different language describing what they do, how they do it, and why they do it, in a system with processes for different goals and objectives, other than some language about some theory and philosophy about freedom, or some theory and philosophy about Marxism, Maoism, men taking care of women, religious beliefs, customs and rituals and practices for birth rates, and less limits than other described religious affiliations who they don't like, they don't accept, and they want away from where they are now. Dating websites in this context are no longer beneficial. People meeting their wives online and buying women from other countries are wasteful. When there's a motivated, inspired, and excited humanity who finally grasps who they are, what they are, from what we know now, and what we're going to achieve when we continue science and discovery and exploration, mathematics and engineering. Choosing less distraction, less confusion, misdirection, and having more time to enjoy a simplicity instead of an artificial, explained, reason for why there's no other options and choices other than debate and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and watching all life go extinct eventually. Lastly, governments, humans are more focused currently and less aware, using their attention to sell plates of food in restaurants. Fast food, coffee at shops and businesses, making websites for friends to connect and have conversations. Delivery food services. And explaining publicly those in power, those rich and famous, how much everyone needs to care for one another, how much everyone needs to do for each other, who people need to vote for, why they need to vote for them, and not a single voice other than a Nobel Prize winner who doesn't want to die and suffer and starve to death. People who want to break windows and graffiti and hit people's walls in other people's homes and not stand up and find out the freedom consciousness has to offer. And what bodies and brains can do when there's a goal, an objective, a decision to make to solve a problem, instead of using time for attention, economics for awareness, and dominance. to rule a planet, an object floating in outer space. Now,